Hey, good afternoon, y'all. Welcome back. I'm Donnie, and I'd like to invite you to join me for a pipe and a pour. Well, I hope all you fine ladies and gentlemen of the YTPC have had a fantastic week thus far. I am once again coming to you live from the outdoor pipe and a pour studio because of this unseasonably amazing weather. 67 degrees today in Middle Tennessee in the middle of February. Fantastic. Love it. I'm also coming to you once again with the old Merchant Services Foursquare. I have really grown fond of this pipe. If you remember back a couple of videos ago when I started breaking into Englishes for January, February, March, this was the first one that I brought out. Because for some reason, I have no idea, maybe aesthetics, it seemed like it'd be a good English pipe. And I think it is. But yeah, really enjoy it. It feels good in the hand, smokes well. It does get a little gurgle in there at some point, so you know, I've got the pipe cleaners ready. Take care of that. Easy fix, right? And this afternoon, I am thoroughly enjoying my second go around. Now, I missed this one earlier, and a couple of people had asked about it or mentioned it. Arango's Balkan Supreme. Now, if you've been around in the pipe community for any time at all, you are very familiar with this blend. If you're new to pipe smoking hobby, I would move this probably into the top 3 of all of the Balkan English blends that you should try. You know, it won awards 10 years ago, the Chicago Pipe Show as Best English Blend. I've had many of you guys, thank you again for the comments, the interaction. I've had many of you guys comment on it being sort of a staple in your rotation, whether it's during the cold weather months or if it's year round. Well, got a little bit of a gurgle there. Quite all right, we'll deal with it. I tried it for the first time a couple of weeks ago. If you guys are not aware, let me give a shout out to our buddy Mike, Old Man Things. I know most of you guys are probably, you know Mike, you're familiar with his channel. If you're not, absolutely go check it out because he is a breath of fresh air, a light, just, he laughs and it's so funny and he's just genuine. And he's, I really appreciate what he does and how he does it. But he started doing a live on Wednesday nights. Was it last 2 or 3 weeks now, I guess? And it's just been a ton of fun. Now, I don't have a lot of experience, you know, joining in on lives. But I have the last couple of weeks just to support him. But it's also, it's a good group of people. It's a lot of you guys, right, that are here visiting with me now over a pipe and a pour. And so, and most of us are having a pipe and a pour of something, and we just sit back and we talk and we cut up and we cover the gamut, not gambit, this whole other thing, a gamut of just a wide variety of stuff. So anyway, highly recommend it. Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Central. Go join Mike at the old Frog and Toad, his backyard pub. A lot of fun. Hope to see you there. But I tried this Arango Balkan Supreme a couple weeks ago during that live. You know, I mentioned it in the comments that that's what I was trying, but I didn't talk about it at the time when I did a video of my own. And I just was wrapping up work today and I was like, it's beautiful. I'm gonna go sit outside for a little bit and I'm gonna enjoy a pipe. And it didn't wow me at first. Okay, again, I'm going to shoot straight. It didn't wow me. I knew that it was highly regarded, much like the Ashton's Artisan blend. Didn't wow me. And that's okay, because again, you pipe how you like. Your palate's different than mine. We've all been there, right? But this one I wanted to come back to. And so it just kind of called to me today, and I was like, let's give it a go. And let me just tell you folks, I get it now. I get it now. So you are right away met with really tasty dark chocolate from the initial Charlight, by the way, if you're wondering. Yeah, got a little of that moisture in there. The initial Charlight, it came right out of the package. So I got it in bulk because that's the only way you can get it, of course. Ready to go. But just that really rich dark chocolate, smoky dark chocolate that, you know, if you're a fan of English blends, you enjoy that flavor, and that's right up front. Now it doesn't punch you in the tongue with the Latakia and the Orientals, but it lets you know that the flavor is there. And I mean, I'm really enjoying it. It's sweeter than I thought it would be, which is a good thing, honestly. Does that make it a crossover? I don't understand. I'll be honest, I don't understand that. So if you guys can help me better understand the light Englishes, I think Pat Paladin Piper was talking about it recently in one of his recent videos about light English or crossover English. What was the one? He was giving a review on one that he got from Boswell, I believe. Or not, I don't know. But it got me thinking, and I've been thinking a lot about kind of doing some digging in about American Englishes, English aromatics, light Englishes versus really a true rich English. And I'd like to think that's what this Balkan Supreme from Arango is. Call it whatever you like. It's good, and I recommend it to you big time. Where does it fall? So this is technically English blend number 6, I believe, since I started smoking only English blends in January. We started with the Shepherd's Pie from Country Squire. It is still wearing the crown at number 1. Then I spent some time with Peter Stokkebye's Luxury English Luxury, which was really quite good. And it did have a little bit more sweetness, but I enjoyed the smoky sweetness of that one very, very much. It's kind of in that 2-3 range, followed closely by Peter Stokkebye's Proper English, which I also highly recommend. Really good, very rich, not super complex, but very tasty. Now those two, the Nick hit on those is a little bit higher. For me, it was anyway. Could have been the pour I was having. Could have been I hadn't eaten. I don't know. But I enjoyed them both very much. And I would probably move this Arango Balkan Supreme into that 2nd or 3rd spot. Somewhere between those two Peter Stokkebye offerings. So that's 4. 5 would be... forget what 5 is. Yeah, doesn't matter because all we know is 6 is the Ashton's Artisan blend. I'm going to revisit that one. I'm going to revisit it. Because again, like I mentioned last time, I'm trying to rehydrate it. It's in a jar. It's kind of hanging out. Maybe I'll check on it here soon. But it just was, as several of you noted, it was a pour tobacco to go with my pipe and a pour. Pipe and a pour tobacco, something like that. Tonight's pour in the Briarworks mug, black tea, because I'm not an animal. I mean, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, but I got stuff to do tonight. So, enjoying some tea. So there's tonight's pipe and a pour. I was going to say very quickly, but you guys know me. I don't do anything quickly. I have updates on. It was a wild weekend. Hope you guys enjoyed the Super Bowl. We did. We had a bunch of people over here. I'm going to talk really fast now. So if you want to speed up to 1.25, 1.5, too bad, because you're going really fast. No, we had a great time. I smoked like 18 pounds of chicken wings. Did a jerk flavoring, chili lime flavoring, and then I did salt, pepper, garlic that I tossed in buffalo sauce. They were fantastic. We had a bunch of pies in there, pizza. I say pies because some of our dear friends are from New York, and that's what they call them. And they brought all the pizzas, and they kept on with the pies. That's all. So now I'm stuck with it. We had a great time. I did not smoke a pipe over the weekend, but during the second half of the ball game, the Super Bowl on Sunday, it was very nice out here again. I did bring the heater out and set it up, and me and a couple of buddies sat out here, had a few pours, watched the second half, and smoked a fantastic cigar. That's something we haven't talked much about, but I used to smoke cigars exclusively, one every 2-3 weeks or so, and before I got back into smoking a pipe. And Crowned Heads is by far one of my favorite blends, located here in the Nashville area. And they just are doing amazing work. And I love most everything I've tried of theirs. But so I passed out Las Cavaleras, their limited edition annual blend they do once a year, I think starting back in 2014 or so. And I always make sure to get a couple of those every year because I enjoy them, and they're really good. They're good, tasty cigars. So I passed them out to a couple of buddies here, and we sat here and watched the second half of the Super Bowl and enjoyed some pours and some nice cigars. It was pretty great. Fantastic, crazy, wild ending. If you watched it, we also filled the weekend with girls basketball, tournament basketball. Really proud of my kiddo. She became a superstar here the last couple of weeks. She kind of slumped mid-season and then came back here and helped push them to the playoffs. And then they won their first playoff match, then lost in the finals over the weekend, but then played in the countywide tournament 2 nights ago. And they were down once again, and she put on a clinic in the third and fourth quarters, and they got beat by 1 point. But it wouldn't have been that close if not for girlfriend. She did great, so I'm super proud of her. But it's been super busy, super good with the Super Bowl. Super. So keep the comments coming. Let's keep the conversation going. I am really thoroughly enjoying the comments and the back and forth and the conversations I've had with a lot of you guys. And please know this, if you do leave me a comment, I'm going to respond, and you're probably going to get more words than you're used to, right? There's a lot of us out there. There's a lot of presenters. There's a lot of folks that watch, and there's a lot of content to take in. And it's tough to do. I get it. But if you take the time to hang out with me for 20 minutes already, sorry. If you take the time to hang out with me for a while over a pipe and a pour, I want you to know how much I appreciate it. And so I'm going to give you an honest to goodness response. So if you guys have a thought on some of those I just offered, of which I should try next, leave it in the comments. Again, thank you guys for all of the interaction and the confidence. Thank you guys again for all the interaction and the comments so far. I look forward to my further exploration of some of these really good blends. I'm not gonna lie to you though. Come March, when I wrap up this experiment with English blends, I'm gonna be ready to try something different for sure. So until next time, hope you guys are doing well. Be sure to take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Join me again soon for a pipe and a pour. Take care, y'all.